versus Oops. The first round here on Mines with Oops on the offensive side and DiNG on the defense. And Mojo, where's this Type 5 going?
Well, he should be going below the hill. I really am wondering what are they actually attempting to do. Will that be some kind of late rush on a hill by DiNG players? Wow, this is something I didn't expect, and probably not even Oops, because this is so risky, it's out of the question. But DiNG actually took the hill from the start.
Yeah, DiNG here taking the hill, taking some damage on towards Helion, who's now clipping out towards Silan. So about trading there, Silan's forced to drop off from that Hudan location. Gets Amracked along the way. Should still have a repair kit available. He repairs that one, but insane from the back lines. Annihilates Breakneck in his bad shot. Minus 1.7 on that one.
Oh, he will barely limp away from this one. 100 health left, but it will still make him dangerous because his crew is alive. Huge risk, huge risk.
Is interesting as Shokish now made it towards the hill as well in that Type 5 heavy. It's going to be interesting to see how he squares off here against the tanks from Oops, who are already taking a significant lead over the tanks from DiNG. Shokish takes an RT connection there, 551 in his Type 5. But if there's any tank you want to take that extra RT shot on, it's going to be Shokish and not Breakneck in the bad shot.
Well, Shokish can endure some damage there, but this really is not working well for their case. Breakneck big stone low, because at one moment Oops will start pushing on them as a counter-attack measure. I mean, they do have enough HP for sure, especially with this mouse, and they can use him as a battering ram, they can use him to attract a lot of shells by DiNG players, and then to push in with the rest. Now we have Meritorious in his Grilla left behind on a K line, and Positive is actually joining to counter any possible moves by Oops from the island side. This is very important because they're rather weak from that side.
Yes, indeed, and it's going to be Silans and Mailand still on that corner. Positive going to try and peek out. He will not see them so far. Now the question is, how does Oops break this? Because they still have to push DiNG off of that hill at one point. And now Hoeklik is going towards the outside on the 4 line, trying to get a different angle on towards Miloš, on towards Deja. Because if he can get a flat surface on towards that mouse turret, he can obviously make those connections.
Well, the thing is, if actually Oops knew what we know, what is the disposition of DiNG tanks, where are they, I think they would push right away, right now. Because DiNG, yes, they have a decent coverage of the map, but they're spread around, and they certainly cannot endure. And I think there might be a push right now.
It does look like the push is coming out right here from Oops, so let's have a listen and hear how they're going to approach this one.
Can you come?
The heavies do some. They can play a bit first, you know.
Oh.
They're not
The heavies, why you don't push? You have to take this type 4 heavy shot.
Guys! Oh, he shot me. Oh my god.
Why you playing pushing with heavies, man? Just play aggressive. What they're doing?
We can farm holding.
Take the win.
I'm coming,
Kill Ilian. Doesn't have to run. Kill
I'm
Ilian.
reloading. Drop. The hell can farm type 5.
Nice. One more on Ilian.
But watch out,
Type
I
5.
finished.
Type 5.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm hiding. Type 5 full
Grill
shot.
shot.
Let me get back the hub.
Boosted, they have taken the hit. They have everything boosted here now.
Come careful from the boost.
Yeah, I'm going
Can
back
you
to the drop now.
cover it?
The TP, can you take this? See
I'm
what's going on?
going to the drop.
I saw his 3 shot, by the way.
That's good. I'm aiming for the type 5. I have a shot on the type 5. I'm just.
Bad shot.
Bachat
I'm coming.
Salas, I can give you one shot.
Yeah, I'm catalog because of the T5.
I'm coming.
Positive behind.
The T5 is locking me
Yeah,
down.
I'm aiming him.
I'm making.
Camille, left.
He's doing boost.
We can kill him.
I'm here.
Camille can kill him.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm aiming behind.
Can you?
I will shoot Chokish. I will shoot Chokish. Freeze a bit. I have.
Don't forget there is this bad shot here.
I can drop and boost.
Can you say?
Yeah, you can.
Reload.
Yeah, can you go for it?
No. Let me farm the type 5, man. He's in the position.
Yeah,
Type 5 is pushing, they will push now, they will do move positive peeking.
Bacha.
Decha aim the shock, aim the shock.
I bounced
Yeah, you have to
positive
fight with him.
twice.
You have to fight with him, Deha.
Ah, Decha will finish him. Type 5 shot.
I can shoot Chokish.
But I have to watch out for Grilla.
Yes. Camille don't
I
peek,
can
it's
shoot
not
the type 5. I
worth
can
it.
shoot the type 5.
Grilly shot.
I shot. Reload. I can finish him if he keeps on playing like this. Don't risk, Deha. Don't risk. I can shoot Xarti.
He shot.
Chat.
Nice.
Bad shot -1.
Mylan,
Okay.
what are you doing?
Grill reloaded. Why do you
You have to
risk
take care
now?
about positive.
Wait.
And he's so open.
This TP. Can you
I'll
shoot
go
him?
shut up.
Can you make
Okay.
sure? Can you make sure positive is not running because I can kill with Arti then? Can you lock him down at that frog? I can shoot him. 2 seconds.
I will try to lock positive.
I shot.
Dobra.
Nice.
He's on one
I
shot
can
now.
finish him.
Do it. Nice.
Okay, okay,
I'm
guys,
loading
just
with
freeze.
CP.
I can finish the type 5.
Yeah, we have
17
everything.
seconds.
We have everything under control. Insane, finish type 5 heavy.
Bad shot should boost now.
Yeah, bad shot should boost, exactly.
To just make it safe.
Okay, I will go.
I cannot shoot the type 5 anymore. I'm gonna get an angle from.
I
here.
got.
Mojo, what a round here. I mean, Insane was right there. The heavy tanks did not take the Type 5 shot. Algo took it instead.
They really sold him out like a boss, man. He got splattered over the windshield. Did you see that Type 5 shot?
1.3.
1.3 straight to the face of Bacha. Boom!
And
Gone!
add insult to injury, I think it was Kuriz that came in with the secondary Ichi shot and was like, what's up, Algo? How you doing?
And even that was not enough to save Ding in this moment. As we said already, they are spread out all over the map. Oops had more tanks, more HP at one spot. They could really not hold it out.
Nope. I mean, Algo dying there, really, it was already even at that point because of the fact that, Breakneck took all the initial damage, so he couldn't fight there either. So it was still an even fight, and we saw the position from the Ding tanks. They were not all there, so all in all, the fight was always in their favor, even with Algo dying there.
Yes, really strong game by them, but Ding tried to cheese them, to surprise them.
Yeah.
But it really didn't work out. Like, this was just ridiculous.
Question though, would it have worked out if Breakneck didn't take all that damage from Artie? Because that was an unnecessary peak even. I mean, he took, I think, 1.3 from Artie.
Still, there is a fact they had one Butchot and Grilla away. It would still be a close game, even like that. But with him losing all that HP, well, it got balanced out with Algo, let's be honest. So even like that, it looks like they would lose it.
Indeed, as Shokish and Hulk go down, Mayland takes a big connection from that Gorilla, but Meritorious is the last one standing from Ding, and Oops, a strong showing in this round, keeping 6 guns alive, Mojo. That is impressive, and they probably would have kept Algo alive as well, if not for certain things. And there we go, Deja in the mouse, the last one to claim it, and Oops, pick up the first round here on Mine's attack, and that is a crucial thing, isn't it?
Quite a lead for them, for emotional team and young team like that is always a great thing. Like, it's much better than you have to chase the result against an old dogs like DiNG. So it works well for them this time. But we know, they know to march. 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 5-2.
4-2, 5-2, yeah.
So let's see, will they break that part of the curse first? And I mean, they're the only team who lost 5-2 6 times, I think.
But they get to defend now. That's a little bit of a good thing. And although on the second note, Insane was crucial in this run. I think 2.5 at least. At least.
We are going to see, because that first connection was actually all he needed to do. He could have sit and just talked the rest of the time.
3.3, but Deja in that mouse showing us good performance. Mojo, you want to know who I have?
Tell me.
Insane.
Well, that actually paid off. Good work, Ducky.
Yeah, but Spoink's not playing, and he's there as well. But I have.
You have 5?
Yeah.
Wow, I have 4, man.
I have in one. I have in the lower ranked team. I have a Spoink with Martin, Unji, and then Milos, Mayland.
Well, that's the one that counts.
Yep. No. The other one counts for me because I'm gonna beat Wojtek, our league admin.
Me too, man.
I'm gonna go past him this week.
Really?
Yeah, probably.
Well, you're on 7th spot, I'm on 10th.
He's on 4.
Maybe.
I know, I'm going past him. Because he has Biku, and Biku didn't play.
We will see later. But let's watch here. Algo got annihilated from the map, you could see that. His valuable input was appreciated by his team.
They were very vocal about Algo and his input. I heard Milos telling him very kindly to just refrain.
Thank you, come again.
Thank you, but shush.
So, Ding here lost the defense of Mines, which is not the best thing, honestly, because it's still a dominating side. You need to put a lot of effort when you are attacking, and some teams, when they overestimate themselves or charge in the middle, kind of know to lose it.
Our stats kind of say that Mines is...
attacking map now?
Yes.
Really?
52% for the attack.
So that switched last week. Wow.
Yes. It's 69 battles. It's 48% on the defense, 52% on the attack now.
Well, that's the first time in history
honestly,
of any season.
I thought as well that it was defensive biased still, but I just quickly cheated, honestly. I'll say it like that. But yeah, I just checked, and Mines is now becoming a little bit more of an offensive map. That's a funny thing actually, because honestly, mine's I thought even with the mouse buff coming up that it would be more defensive, but I guess it kind of works in the favor of the attacker as well.
Well, I was denied here definitely because I really thought mine is
sorry,
still
man.
a much appreciated defensive map as it was, but it's like old habits die hard. We will see what our guys have now. 3 mouses by Oops in defense. They are relying. Yes, we will have more HP. You will take time to kill us.
I'm very glad with this. DiNG's lineup, it's standard. It's dead standard from them. No changes in that one from what they have played in
Yeah,
previous.
they played this last 3 or 4
Yep.
times. It worked well for them though.
3 mouse, this is a good lineup. They can do a lot of stuff with this, but we'll have to see what exactly they go for. I mean, it's going to be super interesting to see how triple mouse on Mine's defense works out. It's the first time we've seen it, so let's get into the round, find out exactly what is going to happen. And Mojo, tell me, where is this triple mouse going?
Dude, I'm hoping they will actually do something like late push on a hill and try to fight
So
again.
much HP.
Yeah, so much HP to go around and armor. Mouse is a bouncing beast nowadays. We spoke about that a bit before the match started. It does look like they will actually do exactly that.
Yep, there comes the mouses, Insane, Milosh, and Deja. And those ones, and you can see the 1-1-3s, they're going up the hill as well. But they are spotted out. Melan getting some chipping damage in here, which is not bad whatsoever. Even took an ammo rack there from Meritorious. So he's going to be forced to use 1 repair kit already. And here comes the mouses, Mojo.
They were actually keeping the mouses a bit away from the hill, if you saw, so they wouldn't get any proxy spotted by anyone who's close there.
Does Ding not expect this?
Yeah, Ding might actually not know what's going on because their tanks are definitely already relocating by their old tactics.
Yeah, it does look like that. Breakneck's completely not in the fight. Neither is Shockish, Mojo. And what is Ding going to do here?
Well, Ding will probably not panic because they are Ding, but they will be in a deep trouble now because look at this, there is already a rotation here by Oops coming in from the island side.
Well, Mojo, it seems like Oops is going to make the push right here, right now. Let's listen in to Ding and see how they're going to hold this off.
Остановились. Не,
У меня
они на шопу едут, на шопу, на шопу.
Да, они
Хотите,
например,
просто
АП
хотите
выпушивает
вниз,
меня.
хотите
Мне
вниз
будет
здесь.
саппорт какой-то?
КВ. Шока, там коней, шот. Ну шока, там
Да
такой шот.
уезжай!
Сейчас сдохну из этого. Ай, блядь.
Если ТВП пойдет.
У него
Они
не
дальше
зло было.
не едут.
Ну КД он дальше не стрелял почему-то. Ну может быть... А, значит КД.
На меня бан.
Ты успеешь вылезть?
ТВП на горе где-то.
Нет.
АП где-то минус 7 на двоих. Один 14 хп, другой 1100. Блин, не могу добить. Блин, шот остался.
Как ты умер?
Выходите, убивайте Мауса, вот этого Мауса надо выходить убивать. Оба КД.
Здорово.
А чё все на город заехали вообще? Просто бухерного 0 дамага.
And Mojo, it did not seem like Ding suspected this whatsoever. The mouses didn't push on the hill, but smartly instead chose to push over the hill with the bad shots coming from the 1-2 line.
It was the one... Look at Ilian and positive here. Die, Ilian, die before me. Like, Mouses ignored every possible shot that came to their flank there. They tanked a couple of thousand of damage because just they can.
4,000.
Who cares about that? And they went over quickly, kind of, and killed everyone behind that was fast tanks and clippers, and then they dealt with single shooter tanks like 1-1-3s. While that was going on, Oops already had the rotation from the water side, so even Breakneck and those guys had no angles to shoot them from that kind of angles to get side shots from the other side. So that was a problem of its own, and Ding, as Ducky already said, does not adapt to tactics well.
No, they don't. They need time. They need to have seen it, and it didn't seem to expect this whatsoever, as I think they were already making their standard rotations, thinking Oops was going to camp, which they didn't whatsoever. And I like Oops did that very well. Instead of going on the hill and getting kited by the tanks from Ding, they went to the tanks that they know were stuck.
Yeah, they had nowhere to go. They stayed there to support their own teammates, and it costed them heavily. Positive did a great farm of damage here, so it worked out well for him, but it's just a lot of health in a game. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, the damage in games like this, the damage dealt will always be very high because there's so much HP available to farm. And Positive is the perfect example of that. 3.8 in a game that's realistically no longer than 3 minutes, pretty much. And then Milos and Deja.
Milos and Deja, well, mouses are
Even insane.
Hey, man, that these tanks will be a carry
Dude,
tank.
they are so insane. Like I'm telling you, I played them yesterday, Mojo. For one, you saw what happened. Two, the gun is really enjoyable.
Gun is brilliant. I played one game and instantly got an ace tanker, and I was attacked
really
by
enjoyable.
multiple enemies, bounced from every possible side. I didn't know even it's doable.
Dude, like yes, and even if you get flanked, you can angle your armor. Unless he's straight behind you in the mouse, you can still angle your armor when they get behind you, so they will bounce.
Yep.
You can create those angles. Unless they are shooting you straight on flat surface, it is very hard to deal with a mouse.
Yeah, people have to be super careful now what they're doing.
It is a really good tank now.
In this kind of games, when it's 7-on-7 and you are dealing with a limited amount of time how to focus
And
the target, every possible shell that you bounced off a mouse is actually a damage less you did on someone you needed to, like a faster tank, and it's a big problem because we run out of the shells, and what then?
We already talked about it. You pretty much need 2 bad shots to kill 1 mouse or 2 50Bs to kill 1 mouse, which makes them pretty redundant in a game like this because they are going to be on reload and then they are going to be chased down by either the mouses on small maps like mines. They will catch up to you because there's so many of them. And this is really good from Oops.
Yeah, the thing is always how to use mouses and other tanks, the faster tanks, in sync, so you don't waste them.
It's about timing.
Yes, always perfect timing. It has to be, because it has to be some kind of a group fight. You cannot allow yourself. We've seen one match on Himmelsdorf, I think, yesterday when Mouse was out of the fight. The other part of the team got annihilated. Mouse even
I
didn't.
think it was.
It was Himmelsdorf, maybe not yesterday, maybe week before. It doesn't even matter.
Because there was an example of that yesterday. Ghost Town, it was played. Who was it? I think it was Gunrunners against the Suba. The Suba killed all the other tanks of Gunrunners, and then Gunrunners had 2 mouses left, and that's it.
What to do? Not on time.
Yeah, but that's interesting. Now we are actually going into Himmelsdorf. We have the lineups available to us. Let's take a look and see how many mouses there are here. And there's 3. 2 on Oops' side, 1 on DiNG's side. And yesterday, Mojo, you saw that tactic from Gohard with those triple mouse and IS-7. Far told me he thought about it after I told him, so I was right. He stole it.
The German steel tactics is working here for sure. Oops, in attack with 2 mouses. Of course, yes, they can go over the hill and try to cap behind at least one of them. But considering they're aware that DiNG probably watched that match, they might even try something else. We've seen some kind of mind plays by several teams with late push on the rail. With such mastodons, E100s were used in that specific case. It was Gohard playing it. But in this case, we will see E4 by DiNG. That's kind of a thing we haven't seen in a while.
No, E4. Why an E4, not an E3?
Turret. The only possible reason.
Well, Mojo, we're going to have to see if this E4 can work out for DiNG because they desperately need it as Oops is 2-0 over DiNG. Now moving into Himmelsdorf.
Himmelsdorf, a small city map. The teams start the battle in opposite corners. Both bases are located close to each other, but in a way that you can't stay on the defensive all the time. The main attack routes pass through the hill, the alley and the railroad, but in general, the attack can be successfully executed through any part of the map. Heavy tanks and tank destroyers with powerful guns run the show here. However, a lot depends on the mobile light tanks.
Heavy tanks indeed rule the show here as it's DiNG versus Oops, currently 2-0 in favor of Oops, who are going to be attacking, while DiNG need to start picking up rounds here on the defensive side. And if any map is going to be the one, Himmelsdorf should be it.
Well, if you watch any kind of theory craft, mines should be a map 2-0 for DiNG, but it didn't happen. So here we can have quite a lot of surprises. So far, so good for Oops, but they are playing a bit slower. They are not trying to even bother climbing the mouses up on a hill. They're slowly getting the wear down. They might actually attempt what he spoke, like a late push on the rail.
A late push on the rail is what it's looking like right now as Kuric and Meritorious get spotted out. No damage done towards them though. Milos in his standard window position. You can say that matches. Alien and the rest of DiNG are on that 1-2 line. And now how are they going to hold off these mouses? Because they need to make every single shot count when they cross over.
Well, we have a problem here because we already have Mary on the other cap. He's far away in his IS-4. So this is something that DiNG didn't change. They have an IS-4 on that 2 cap up still. We've seen, I think, Nile was playing a mouse on that area in a last match they played in defense. So I was expecting many teams will actually change that because of the buffed HP and some armor from the mouse and DPM. But DiNG is still playing old school style.
Alien, they're trying to get a connection on towards Insane. That angle mouse turret, not going to happen. Alien now when they're facing towards him, he might get a connection. Insane and Silence let off a shot. Alien returns one, but no connection so far. Camel the only one to take some damage up on that hill area. And this is the good thing about the E4 though, because it's a very high penetration TD with a turret. He could possibly shred through those mouses if he gets the opportunity to do so.
He can be a big problem for them actually from that position in a hangar, because he can help them out quite heavily while they're pushing over. Because Mouse, when he has to drive, even when he angles, there will be always one moment when his turret or something will be angled well for you to shoot. If you're patient enough, you will always find it.
Insane and Silence, when do they load HE, Mojo?
They'll get bored soon.
They could possibly wreck Alien's gun. Alien so far did not get any connection on towards them, and it's going to be one hell of a fight here. Alien might get one. Now there we go, 453 in towards Silence, but gets traded about the same in return. And HE.
This is not a trade that actually works well for Alien, because they can spare that HP. He cannot.
Silence did receive a dead gunner though.
That can be the problem. It will be a little annihilated with the Jack of all trades that is incorporated in their crew. That's a crew skill that kind of commander takes over and helps to smoothen the pain of a loss.
It's not that bad if it's only one crew member that's dead. If it's multiple...
Yeah, he has to spread a lot of roles.
So if it's one crew member dead, it's, you know, it's not the same. It's never be the same because, you know, you miss your gunner. He was a vital part of your tank and he's now gone. It's replaced by someone else. Doesn't know how to handle the shells very well. Doesn't touch them just the right way. So that's an issue there as well. But he does his best, okay?
He's a tryhard. He's a tryhard. But Silence and the guys, it does look like they will literally leave them alone. This is something very similar to what we've seen by the tactic from the Gohard. But Gohard played much more proactive with the remainder of the tanks. They had 4 tanks that were rather fast. And they attacked the 2 cap, if you remember, for a assault there, while they kept 2 E100s and I believe it was I7 or something like that in the lower part of the map.
Now, what Oops does have here is Milosh spotting the rotations, so they know positive. They know for sure Breakneck and Alien are there. I don't know if they ever spotted positive. They might have seen him. They know 3 tanks are there, so they can commit these mouses to these locations because they will spot the rotations and get the shots out with the mouse. And then they can rotate again. If it so happens to be like that, if Alien, Break, and Positive leave those positions, they can go on to the second cap. 2
50Bs and Bachat can always run away. Always. So that's the point of any rotation when you have slow tanks on one side and fast on another. Yes, you split your forces, but unless the enemy team has really fast lineup that can actually see that and utilize that in their advantage and catch someone off, it simply doesn't work. That zone is very carefully spotting around, and soon they will know that Meritorious is alone.
He's completely
alone. And if he stays alone, this game will be completely lost for DiNG. But DiNG is already retracting some of their forces back. Or no, I'm sorry, but that was a bug with our observer.
There is no rotation so far, Mojo.
Alien
and Meritorious took a shot from the side from the dead zone. Oh, what a great counterplay here. I mean, the dead zone made Meritorious go, wait, they don't know!
This is actually brilliant because he did some damage on him for free, and Meri moved away, so they're actually pushing in now. Koritz is coming in, so he could spot, but it's already too late. There is no one who will be able to save him. Meri is as good as dead.
Meri is indeed as good as dead as Kamil from the back, and Melan and Teja from the front. They are not connecting all their shots, but so far they don't need to because Meritorious has no support whatsoever from anybody. Kamil picks it up from behind. It's the first tank dead here, but it's another bad start for DiNG.
Silence is pretty much down alone. He might kind of get flanked, but there is a triple cap immediately on an upper cap in a city. So DiNG has to split their forces and do something about it.
Silence is indeed getting wrecked here in the bottom side, but they need to reset as there's only 12 seconds, and only Hulk and Koritz are in any possibility to do so. 6 seconds left now. There needs to be a reset from DiNG, but it doesn't look like there is going to be one. 3 seconds. It's going to be Hulk or Koritz, but it doesn't look like it's going to come out. A fast cap from Oops, and a base capture. That's Oops. That's 3-0.
Brilliant.
What a play.
brilliant. This is tactics we've seen used before. This is something that DiNG could have expected actually, but they just again didn't adapt. Again.
That's the 101 counterplay. It did seem like Oops knew exactly that DiNG was going to leave Meritorious like they always do. Like they always leave Meritorious alone there. They only rotate when they suspect that the enemy is rotating, but they never knew because Deadzone was like pinging Meritorious and Meritorious didn't spot until it was too late.
The return of the dead zone is real. Well, that was actually really well played by him, and he kind of bought them necessary seconds so DiNG could not rotate back. We could see Kuric running desperately to cover that angle to see someone coming, but by the time he came, he could only fire one shot in the flank
lost no matter
of
what.
the tanks. He did some damage, but that's about that. Mary was lost, the cap was lost, and the game was lost with it. I mean, even when Kuric tried to come from the backside, lower side, Milos was positioned their entire game, and he even shot him on the way.
Let's even be real. I mean, even if Kuric or Hookney gets the reset, then Kuric will die for sure. Hookney comes close in his mouse. Nobody else was there, and then they will kill the mouse. I mean, it's 4 autoloaders, sorry, against the mouse. Kami will just flank and kill him.
Yeah, who cares? Like, they had 2 mouse down. They could really buy a lot of time for them. They could still do damage while doing so. Milos could have ran away anytime he wanted and joined them. And they would still have insane with 3,200 HP to deal with.
Once Meritorious died, game was over because Hulk comes in and resets, he still dies. The 4 autoloaders, including that 3090, would just flank him and kill him and go back on towards the cap. And then there's pretty slow tanks from DiNG that have to come by. The damage done here is not important whatsoever. I mean, there's nothing to really look at because the game was won by cap.
Well, this is not unheard of. I mean, when the season started, Oops really took DiNG by surprise heavily. The match didn't end up that superior to Oops. It was a tiebreaker win for them, but it was an important win. This is a similar situation here. We can compare this to the start of the season because the patch was recently thrown out. So that same like when the season started, no one knew what to expect, and DiNG was not really prepared. They're, as you said, a learning team, adapting team, not so much.
They're going to need some time. Adapting doesn't seem to be their greatest strength. They might say it's not true, but it does seem like it is costing them so much.
It is really Captain Obvious when you watch this.
It seems like they're unaware of the possibilities that could be brought here by Oops and are getting caught off by it. They're still playing pretty standard, I'd say. DiNG is to what they played before. Yes, 1 mouse in there in E4, but Oops is bringing the variety and it's making the difference with it.
Well, we said last week before the stream ended that we are expecting a lot of new things and that a lot of surprises can happen in the matches, that we will have some unexpected results coming in. Yesterday days was a perfect example where both Czech teams won to their theoretically superior opponents, and now Oops is already in a lead 3-0, and this is when time went like this.
Even though Gohard lost, they brought some interesting stuff. The rounds they won on Ghost Town and Himmelsdorf were both with Mouses. So let's see now. Let's see how many there are because Oops. There we go. DiNG. There we go. This is what I like to see. There's not 1, there's not 2, not 3 even, but 5 Mouses in total are going to be on the battlefield. Mojo, that is 16,000 HP.
The Germans everywhere.
Wait, am I right? Yeah, 5. Just quickly counting,
Exactly, 16K. Ducky, your math is actually correct. I don't know how did you do that on your finger counting, but it was good. It was good.
16,000 HP between those mouses. Well, that's going to be one hell of a fight. Oops. That Waffentrigger, yes, he has good penetration. He will be able to do some nice damage on towards the mouse, but if he gets caught out, that's...
he's gonna get fried, man.
Who are you going to give it to, Mojo? Because there's a lot of mouse here available. DiNG has 3, so you got to give it to them. They have 1 more.
I actually like the DiNG setup a bit more. Yes, they do have a light tank, a fast spotting tank, but I should give them necessary info. And this TVP combined with 50 Bs in this game actually might prevail.
Yeah, well, what is the thought here behind the TVP? Because
finishing off the targets. I think that's the only reason why you can use a tank like that and not a budget, because he will definitely not do the spotting with that one.
Battlefield looked very calm and quiet, but just wait till the mouses fight head on, and DiNG's currently on 0. Oops is on 3. And DiNG's on the attack. Oops is on the defense, and DiNG brings 3 mouse. Oops brings 2. And Mojo, I'll give you a minute to think about it, because then the fight's going to start.
I mean, this reminds me on one of those moments when DiNG is losing heavily and then they're like, okay, gloves are off. We're going to throw everything we have
Well,
down.
remember last time they were 3-0 down against Go Hard.
They
and
won
they
5-3. Yeah,
So
that's what I'm hoping to see now. Some free play from DiNG and to see can they strike back. Because so far, honestly, they've been slapped around.
yeah, they've been taking a beating from the boys from Oops. Deka here will be holding that northern side, and this is a great position for a
I
mouse.
like that better than that Ice for suicidal position.
Yes, this is a really good position for the mouse because he is kind of hiding his lower front plate. It's even angled. It got buffed on, so now an angle is realistically super hard to pen.
Even if enemy chooses to cap behind the corner, you will still have that mouse with a lot of HP. He will push,
Mojo?
everyone will go in a chain behind him.
Mojo, Camille is on reload right now. This timing is not good for him.
No.
He will be halfway done by the time they get there.
Well, he needs to run away. I mean, but the problem is, okay, he will probably get a clip because they're super fast and furious, and they are going on the full speed.
Still, he doesn't have the reload where he would
Yeah,
want it though.
he needs shells to cover his teammate because Milos also depends on his shells. It's not like one-man play. Everyone relies on each other.
Well, here come the Masters. Meritorious, Hulk, Shokash. Meritorious takes the first beating. 567 taken by him from the crossfire, from those rails. But you can see the bounce is already coming off even more. He's only taken 1,000 so far, and there's 3 tanks shooting at him. Now he's pushing forwards together with his buddies, Hooknik, Meritorious, and Shokash. They're on the march of the Masters. Silans shooting them down from the back lines, and now Positive coming in with his 50B. They want to catch out Milos, but Kami Leader is there as well. He peeks out. He does the shot on towards Positive, but the Masters, they're still going, and they might be able to surround and kill these tanks from Oops. Yes, they have taken a lot of damage, but now they're here. They're in the fight. Kamil is feeling the pain, and Milos will feel it as well.
The position where Silence is good with his mouse, but Kamil and Miros are wide open here. It's all a matter of the trade. Like, will Oops actually manage to do enough damage to the mobile tanks of DiNG? So everyone else except the mouses. That's what we need to see. They already lost 2 players, while DiNG lost 1 in that regard.
Man, Kamil got squashed in between 2 mouses like he was nothing as the dead zone is taking fire from the side. That's the TVP from the hill. You might not see him, but I can tell you he's there as Breakneck landed a few nice shots on towards his side. And I don't think this is such great position for Oops. The mouses still have a decent chunk of HP. Melan now taking some damage as well. And I really don't think Oops is in a good situation here, Mojo.
Oh, the cheeky Breakneck staying on the hill all the time. And look at this. This was the part of the plan. This was actually the core. I was wondering why is Breakneck there. You can see what's his draw range from here and how much is he harassing the Oops forces that are trying to counterattack.
Man, this gotta hurt. He landed some nice connections on towards Silans. Yes, Hooknik took some damage in the meantime as well. It's still about even, but the gun in the game is still in favor of DiNG. And now Silans is forced to play over there. Ooh, Meritorious bounces off, and Mary and Hulk here are kind of again playing against each other.
Yeah, they don't have much room, you know. Get to room doesn't really work here. But Breakneck, how is he even connecting those shots?
There's gaps in the building there, and he's shooting through them now.
I know, but RNG.
RNG indeed. Shokish has now a dead loader, a dead gun, and a dead ammo rack as Kuriz takes a big shot there from the dead zone. Should possibly be going on towards the cap here. What do you think?
Ooh. The HP is still even here. Yes, there is a gun in a game for DiNG, but still, the HP is not moving in a side of DiNG yet. I mean, they will need Breakneck to come from that hill sooner or later and do something about it. Because if they lose possibly Hulknik and Shokish, I don't know what else can die on his tank, they're going to actually be in a problem.
The mouses are just a distraction, I feel, at this point, as Melan takes a big shot running away. Now, Elian got into a position here as well. He wants to get some shots in towards the dead zone if he can, but there's no possibility for that. Goritz is on the cap. 1 minute and 37 seconds left on that one. And I think this is the play from DiNG. They've now taken some HP lead here. Is what they needed. Nice connection there from the dead zone on towards Goritz. He needs to go safe now.
Ilian
Triple
and Breakneck
cap?
are
Mojo?
joining. Yeah, I would say that they will pressure this cap now with multiple tanks because they can. And then there will be some hard choices for Oops here because Deha has full HP, but he will not be able to protect Silons anymore there. He will actually have to go another cap and defend. Insane taking a lot of damage
He was on
there.
fire on the waffle checker. He got set on fire. That's gonna hurt for him. And now the mouses from DiNG are such an annoyance in the back lines. They might not be doing super much right now, but they're very annoying. 2 tanks on the cap now. Elian and Kuriz with cover from break from the back lines. This is really good for DiNG.
I don't think Insane will survive to go to this hunger area. He tries to cross. What the connection there? Yes, he paid for it. But what a snapshot.
What a play. The dead zone died in front of there as well. Mailand is now dead as well. And this is Ding coming in here. Yes, the HPs are low all around, but oops, they have 2 mouses left. And this is what we were talking about, Mojo. Maybe not from Ding, from Oops, that they needed to kill everybody except for the mouse as well. It happened in vice versa. Oops only have mouses left.
Well, it does look like the one that has more mouses wins the game. We will see what will that bring us on the next map, the Ghost Town. Maybe someone will come up with a 4.
Well, 5 seconds left as Ding's about to pick their first round up here. It's on Himmelsdorf. They've done it 3-1 base captured, and really good play there by them. I'd say, yeah, I did say 3 mouses equals win. So, you know, we need to make a bet at one point. So you get to wear the bow tie, you lose a bet against me, and then all is even in the world.
That's called wishful thinking. But you can live in it.
We'll see. We'll see. I still have some time to force you into something.
I'm still wondering when will someone pick up like a tier 10 RT on any of the city maps, you know, to counter
Man,
this.
please don't say this. I saw 2 GCs on NA yesterday. 1 on each side on mines.
Really?
Yeah, really.
How did that work out?
I don't remember. I should have. I closed the top at that point in time.
Best meta ever. But if it works for them, fine. They will have a chance to try it on the grand finals.
Somebody won.
Somebody won. That's correct answer always.
Yep, that is the truth. But this was really good play by Ding. I mean, they left the mouses there, and you could see how they had almost no HP left at one point, but they survived. They kept staying there, and they kept taking the shots.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you need something with that HE spam to take them out, man. Like, when they're turning the turrets, you need to do something. Oh, look at this. Farm from the hill.
Well, look at the damage, though, overall, Mojo. With this mouse introduction, the damages are much, much higher. 4.4 from Break, 4.4 from Shockage, 4.1 from Silence. I don't think we've ever seen a round where 3 people have more than 4k damage, and there was still some HP left on the side of Ding, Mojo. So it's fair to say that we're going to see an increase in the damage done. We might hit the magical cap of 6k at one point.
Unbelievable amount of damage between these tanks. There is so much to spare around. I mean, 6k.
It's HP for everybody.
If it goes like this, we might break even 7, man.
Well, I think we've never seen above 6k, so that's the first magical cap.
Yeah, we were close, though.
We were close, but we've never seen 6.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Baby steps first.
First 6, and then 7. And then we're going to be like, okay, what is next? I mean, it depends, you know. You always have to pick 1 more mouse than your opponent. So Ding took 3. This forces Oops into taken.
Honestly, when I see 4,000 damage, it looks like a lot. But then I remembered when we were on, I think it was Gamescom, when I was still playing for Kazna, Runze did 4,000 in his 5100 in tier 8 game. So yeah, that's kind of doable. So yeah, I expect a lot of more values to see from these guys here. Gotta play to buff it up.
Yeah, 6 or 7k might be possible here at one point.
Must be. With this HP pools, it's really hard to imagine.
Mojo, don't know.
Oh.
No.
So you can and I cannot?
I didn't look. I just asked you. Ding took 3 mouses. How many does Oops need to take, Mojo? How many?
4, of course.
Exactly. Let's take a look at the lineups and see if they do just that. No. Ding did take 4. Then like 3 was not enough. 4 is the place to be. Oh, I love this. 4 mouses on Ding's side. 2 on Oops.
Okay, the gloves are off. The armored gloves are on. So we are going to see a clash between these, I don't know, mountains of meat here. I really don't know how will this look, because Ding has the potential here to do the fast cap pressure, but of course they cannot really follow up with mouses. So it's not gonna really happen. I mean, they can do with the budgets, but they would be a
Mojo,
sacrifice.
I wouldn't be surprised if they try something along the lines of, correct me if I'm wrong, but like maybe triple mouse into the middle capture circle with 1 mouse blocking off the road with the bad shots coming from behind or something like that.
I wanted to say something like Ding last season played with 3 100.
Yeah,
4 clippers. So this is very similar to it, just more buff to it and more DPN between these animals.
But yeah, indeed. Be interesting, like maybe 1 mouse blocking off the right-hand side of the road there, where dead alley in front of it, while the other 3 sit on the cap and the bad shots flanking to shoot anybody that's trying to pick up on towards them.
They just need to approach there, but we also seen Oops a couple of times play super aggressive toward that middle to try to prevent enemy.
You cannot play aggressive against mouses, Mojo.
They have 5 tanks. They can try to cut off maybe the budgets. We'll see.
Mojo will have to find out. It's 3-1 Ding versus Oops as we move into our next map. It's going to be Ghost Town.
Ghost Town. The first absolutely symmetrical map, made especially for 7 versus 7 games. The teams start the battle on opposite sides. There are numerous ways to attack here. One of the bases is located in the central square, the other one at the top of the city. The hardest battles are usually fought for the top base, and this calls for the use of heavy tanks. Sometimes the teams choose fast tanks for spotting and base capturing.
So here we go, Ding versus Oops. Ding finally picking up that first round, making it 3-1, still in favor of Oops, who are defending. But Ding, they have the lineup of the ages on the attack here. Look at these beauties. 1, 2, 3, 4.
17,800 HP. It's really hard to go about that. They will have to have all 7 heavies for that. Well, we're still looking forward to see
4 mouse,
something like that.
Mojo, 4 mouse, 1 type 5, 2 type 4s.
For a drip potential, quite a lot.
I think that might reach the cap of 20k HP. It would be close, actually. It'd be really close. Because type 5 has 2.8. So breakneck.
They would, actually.
18.8.
They would.
They would reach the magical cap of 20k HP.
Oh, I want to see that.
But
Danny, that's your task.
I'll go trading here with Breakneck. Breakneck showing who's the boss so far, giving 1 shot towards Algo. So a little bit of HP gone for Oops, which is not really good for them.
But as you already said, mouses are entering the middle cap and they will spread their love there. I mean, from that side you can see Ding faster attacks like Korit, Halknik and Breakneck in those butt-shots. They are on the sides, just protecting their flanks and buying some time. But Korit, it looks like he will actually pay for it.
Well, Korit has to run now. He's on that second cap as Elian is taking the damage here on the middle cap. Meilan and I think that Silence over there are playing in the mouses and they need to be surrounded right now because Ding is taking a lot of damage. Huknik, Korit and Breakneck need to get into the fight here. Shockish positive fighting with Silence and Meilan. It's the battle of the mouses over there. Milosh coming in from the side, from that ramp area, getting connection in towards their side. And where's going to be the reaction from Ding? And there it is. It's going to be a push in the north as Huknik and Korit are pushing over there while the mouses are distracting. Korit and Huknik, they've catch out of Insane. They've found him. They found him MX30. He's burning. He's going to go down here. Deka just about in time to cover him, but he's going to take a ton of damage as well as Korit finishes off Insane. And now Huknik and Korit, between them, are going to do a lot of damage on this WZ, but Oops still with the HP lead.
But Elian is falling down, and so is Shockish in his mouse, so there leaves only 2 mouses. There is a counter-attack now, if you can call it like that, coming from Oops. Silence, and Meilan, they're on full HP almost with theirs.
Silence and Meilan in their mouse is making their play against Positive as Milosh picks it up from the back lines. It's a 5v4 now. The HP is only around roughly 1,000 away from each other. And now it's on to Ding to get the angles and make sure they... And he's flipped! Meritorious is on his side! No!
What a throw!
Meritorious, he's looking rather down today as he's like, God damn it, guys, what am I supposed to do? Oh no, what a game to do it in. There we go. Up is down, Mojo. Up is down.
Oh my god. How did he do that?
I don't know.
I mean, okay, we've seen Apple Wow, but it was at least 113, you know, you can kind of slip a finger. What do you do with the mouse that goes 20 kilometers per hour max? How do you do that?
I don't know, Mojo, but Oops is throwing away a lot of HP here. They need to be careful not to throw this game, even with Meritorious
They
being
should
dead.
just leave Meritorious because he can still swing a gun and shoot, and they should just focus on killing everyone else.
I agree. Meritorious is still here, and Milosh is desperately trying to farm him.
I mean, thank you, Milosh, I have you in my team, but please win. I mean, I need
He's
you more to win
bouncing
again.
the bottom side of the mouse! I think he bounced more than once though, Mojo, and now Meilan is coming from behind Meritorious. He's swinging his third. He's lining up the shot here. Can he get it? 9 HP and a dream. Very still
Many will you do the damage?
desperately trying to swing his turret. It's almost in position. Milan is almost reloaded. Goes around the corner. He disappears. He's dead.
Disappearing mouse. That's the best camo in the game, guys, there. But
oh man,
this was a throw in a literal fashion. I mean, falling down from there and losing a game for Ding here, maybe. Maybe even an entire match because of this. I mean, the game is still not over. They still have those 3 times.
You want to know the funniest story?
Okay.
I was watching the CIS a little bit before our broadcast started, and Norman
Okay.
flipped their mouse as well on the attack.
It does look like with the patch mouse is quite an nimble tank to drive, so you can flip it rather easily. Be careful, guys. Be careful. Wow, man.
Oh, this is great. Double tier 9 bad chat and one adult bad chat left now for the boys from Ding. It's going to be breakneck on that one with a lot of HP. And the only thing they have over the lineup of Oops is speed. Oops has pretty much none left.
Yeah, but they really don't have to do anything except protect Camille. I think that's the only task all of these tanks have. Because he's the only rotation tank they have. They need to stay close to one cap, I would say. And if Ding challenges the other cap, fine, good for you, we'll come and kill you. If Ding tries to get and fight them, well, there's plenty of armors, but these mouses still to use. And honestly, these Ding tanks will not bounce anything.
Milosh taking some damage there in his 1-1-3. Less of a shot, does not connect. Breakneck's going about to run into Meland and see Lance though. Oh, Breakneck, he's found him. He takes a big one from Meland, 514. It's like Breakneck's like, oh, damn, I didn't know they were going to be here. He takes some damage and that's not good.
Hulk taking any more damage. Meland is slowly pushing this tank because he can use him as a great cover for his bottom plate. That is a weak spot for every mouse. It was like that and it will be as long as these tanks exist.
Deja there, even in death, being the teammate you want him to be, shielding your lower frontal plate.
Good use, at least. Some use.
Whoa.
Well, it's a dead tank.
Uh-huh. Well, that was mean. Milosh is now running away.
You're the one speaking well for the dead, so it doesn't have to be two of us.
But yeah, Milosh is now running away, which is fine. Does Ding break this somehow?
No. Not really.
Mojo, I was hoping for a yes answer here.
I was hoping I'm not, because then I would have to elaborate how would that happen, and I really have no idea.
Well, Silence takes the connection there from Breakneck. That's some HP gone. There's only 5,588 left.
That's a slight advantage of about 4.3k damage. I mean, it's doable in some other planetary world where Oops players really don't know how to click mouse 1 and shoot the Ding tanks. But of course, it's always a possibility. The slight problem there is that because Hulknik is on one shot, and as you can see, even the rear side of mouse is kind of hard to pen with this baby bachats.
Yeah, he did some damage though. He should have possibly shot the back of the turret instead of that. But it's okay, Koreans did not expect to be shooting. Silence is like, I don't care. Shoot me if you want.
2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Oops is in no rush. They're just covering their corners. That's what he said they have to do, nothing more. I mean, even if all three Ding tanks charge one line and start taking out on one of the mouse tanks, well then, they will kill one. They will lose minimum 2 guys for that before they run away.
Well, Breakneck is now relocating with Kurit. Where they're going to go for, because they have to make a play with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Time is running low.
Of all the tanks to flip a mouse
with 3000 HP.
There is no way to... There is nothing you can do to flip him back, man.
Well, no one managed to flip him back.
How? With what?
With another mouse.
Really? One mouse is enough to flip him back?
Yeah, it was, but, you know, back to this one. Breakneck gets a nice connection there on towards Silence. Doesn't get the second one. He wants to shoot Meland now. Some nice connections coming out here, though. But Camille peeks around the corner, takes down Kurit, and it's now 2v4. Breakneck has one more left in the chamber. He does make the connection. He now has to run away. He's on reload, and Camille's pushing in to try and finish him off. Breakneck will just about get around the corner. No, as I say that, Meland removes him from the game, and now it's just Hulknik in a world of pain against 4 tanks from Oops, who are going to make it match point, Mojo. 4-1 for Oops, match point against Ding.
Who would say that when this match started, when even this day started? But of course, these 2 days are just surprising. Like all the matches so far. I mean, it's still not too late. Ding can come back from this. We've seen them do it a lot of times before. But somehow, it doesn't look to me that this is that kind of day.
Well, Hulknik has this one house, this one hope, and it's about to be crushed by Milosh as he comes over and comes through. Makes the match point for Oops 4-1. What a...
You can't say even what a play, because you would not know what will end up.
I was going to say what a mistake to make.
What a mistake to make would be a proper one. What to comment on this, guys? I mean,
Mojo,
even when you have
Mojo,
a perfect
I need
plan.
to know something for research purposes.
Okay.
How much damage did Meritorious bounce on his side?
Oh, and you mean on his bottom side?
Yes. I need to know this. I need to know this to be complete in my life because I think Miloš bounced him like 2 or 3 times.
Well, Mary did 0 damage. Hit reduced 12. Non-penetration 4.
Yeah, 1,700 blocked by armor.
Yep. That's all in his bottom side, I think.
I think so too.
I don't know, did he get shot before that?
I don't even know how he flipped.
I have no idea. Oh, very close. Very close
to the 6K cap, but realistically, we cannot count this, Mojo.
Yeah, this is a cheat,
yes,
man.
he did at least 1K on Mary. Let's say he did at least 1K on Mary. That means he still did around 5K though on the other ones because he was chipping them away from the side the entire time.
Oh, Miloš will pay off handsomely for this match, man. I mean, in ESL Fantasy.
Yep, he will.
So we will and Bogi.
I wonder, how many shots did Shokish take, Mojo? Because he disappeared so quickly. 8 penetrations.
8 of
okay.
8. He didn't bounce a single one, man.
He disappeared so quickly. How did he not bounce a single shot?
Not a single shot.
How did he not bounce a single shot? That is the question. Do you have the answer?
I have no idea. It looks like he was just driving in a straight line and he got shot from the sides. And he was like, I have enough HP.
At least Meritorious can say, guys, I did the same as Insane.
In damage?
Yeah.
Not a similar tank, though. Mary wants to go in the glorious ways of Apple Wow and get some part of the map.
Maybe we'll see Shish play now. Be like, Meritorious.
I can do better than you. My turn. Maybe. I mean, it's like a desperate time.
But let's be real, though. If there's one team that can possibly come back from this 4-1 scoreline and take it back from Oops, DiNG could be the one.
DiNG could be the one. So far in this season, we've seen Kazna come back from 4-0 to 5-4. So that was the biggest comeback
from 3-0
I've ever seen. DiNG in their 4 from 3-0. Yes, we've seen also some comebacks from 4-1. And Koritz is definitely a guy who did it actually 1 or 2 times in his career. But let's see. In defense, 4 mouses. They are not changing the lineup. They're sticking to it.
Yeah, they had 4 mouses before. They have 4 mouses again. We know how much HP there's going to be on the battlefield. Mojo is going to be 17,800, I think it was.
Yes.
If I don't, I remember correctly. And Oops here with the WWZ and the IS-7. They can go on the cap, Mojo.
Yeah, they can do the cap pressure here. And obviously, DiNG, we have only one choice, and that's a straight push.
Straight push. Where?
Well, if they're in a cooldown, they just have to drive toward them. Straight.
Oh, through the field?
Yep. I mean, if they try to flank.
Whoa, don't say that. Yesterday we saw a mouse flank, okay?
Okay.
We saw Barry on the attack on Ghost Town flank the tanks from Isuba.
How did I miss that?
Yeah, he pushed from the cap around the corner to that alley and came behind
I remember that. It was actually the best rest flank ever.
Oh, Mojo, who are you going to give it to? Who's going to take this one? Who is going to get away with it?
Honestly, I like the Oops setup more.
Oh, Mojo, I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you said that. As we take a panoramic look at Ghost Town.
I love this map. It gave me my type 59.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was testing it.
Oh. Wow. Nice. But here we go. DiNG versus Oops. 4-1 for Oops. And we did not expect this one coming in here. They have to attack now. DiNG on the defense. And yes, this is not an observer bug. They have 4 mouses.
Man. 6 mouses in total, but we still need to see a breaking of that. I'm still waiting for some of the GRS matches to see what's going on there. Kuri is taking some instant damage for the spotting pleasure there. He saw Deha and Miloš push in. This is something that we've said. They will probably trigger the 1 cap down. But look at this. They didn't send all the forces there. They actually left the 50Bs behind.
But they already spotted out. Breakneck saw both of them. He managed to get the spot, which is crucial. He saw both Melan and Camille. That is a very nice spot from Breakneck. And this will give DiNG a little bit of a hint, maybe a little bit of an idea of how to do what they want to do with those mouses. As the first connection comes out from Miloš in the I7 on towards positive. 472 taken there for positive. Now Ilian gets the shot from the side as well. And This is good already from Oops, stripping away some HP of these mouses.
This is the most critical part when you play against a team that is so armored. You need to chip away as much HP you can before the real fight starts because you are always in disadvantage. At the moment they are one-on-one with that HP, but Oops has some of the hold-on positions which will help them greatly. But look at this snapshot, it actually penned.
What a connection from Shokish.
Brilliant.
Needs to make sure not to angle badly. Ooh. But Algo, he's in trouble. Algo got cut out by almost everybody. Breakneck in return is taking a truck ton of damage as well in his batch. So this positive comes around, finishes off Algo in the WZ and Ding. Mojo, I'd like to say that they have great positions here. They've surrounded Oops in mouses. They've surrounded them in mouses, Mojo.
That's something hard to say, but when you are pressured with a heavier opponent in a fight and you are in a corner, like in a boxing term, you are on the ropes. They're, like for real.
They're on the ropes indeed, and they're going to try and take Shokish out for that as Kamil Melan start to clip out on that mouse. The bounce is coming out to Kamil, now getting shot from the backlines. That's Hooknik covering Shokish. He's taking a pounding. Melan finishes him off though. Great damage there, but look how much he took in return for fighting over there. 1.5. There's still only 35 seconds left on the cap though.
Still, it had to be done, and Melan, yes, he paid a lot of price in his HP, but they are making some cap pressure again. I mean, it's not really over for them as long as they can do it.
Well, Positive's gonna arrive in his mouse, and that will be the end signal for this capture attempt as he is coming around with his mouse. He wants to do the damage, he does! On towards Melan in the 50B, and he's gonna continue. Ding is now starting to take the HP lead they won, and is being flanked by mouses, Mojo. Flanked by mouses!
Flanked by mouses, this is a new meaning for this. I mean, Oops is completely confused in this game. I really don't understand. Did you see how they reacted now when they were leaving the cap? They're going up and down, left and right. Melan wasn't sure what to do, and a mouse came around the corner and shot him. How can it happen?
Well, Mojo from surrounded by mouses to flanked by mouses, as Oops will now have to fight their way out of this. Bounce is coming out though from Meritorious on towards Insane. Insane does not bounce on towards him. This makes the HP about even. Meritorious, be careful here, buddy. You've overextended. This evens it out again if they can pick him up before he gets around the corner. Meritorious, he's on fire, luckily enough. Has a fire extinguisher available, but Meritorious did not need to go in there.
He needs to check is there any rock to flip on there first.
Whoa.
But Positive could actually blocked him and just sacrificed him to the gods. But that was not the best play for Meri. I mean, he doesn't really manage his mouse the best. And actually, he died now. Wow. This is actually, there is a possibility that Oops will actually take the game back.
Well, Meritorious is dead. This swung the HP lead in the favor of Oops again with just about 1,000. And if Ding throw this, they only have to blame themselves as mouse versus mouse. The Lance versus Alien. The standoff over there between those two. Yes, Alien is winning it so far. It's interesting to see. See, Lance gets the connection as well. That was Alien not correctly angling the third, but he might be angling it towards Insane or perhaps trying to bounce both. Alien now has to be the crucial factor for his team because he's the only one with any HP.
I mean, the new reload of mouse tanks is now really brutal. It's around 10 seconds, so with the food, with the chocolate you can use on Germans, and with a really good crew, it can possibly get even lower. The problem for Ding in this match is they have so many guys with a lot, with a low HP, with soft tanks, and only Alien with some. But he's getting chipped away.
Alien is indeed getting chipped away, but Insane did not make the connections he needed to. He had a lot of HP. He goes down towards Alien. That changes the game. Deja and Insane, they could do it for their team, and Alien is still alive. He had to be the rock in the branding, and he was the exact player they needed at the exact time. Silence now trying to trade here with Positive, with Alien. Gets a connection on towards Positive on that third, but now Positive and Alien in the dead squad. Breakneck actually the one to pick it up, and it's just Milosh. And yes, he has a lot of HP, but it's 5 players from Ding, and he missed Hooknik.
Oh, what a miss.
How did he miss that?
I don't know. The aim was there, but I guess not the server one. I was thinking, like, can Milosh do it? Can he do an apple wow, man?
He can.
But, it's going to be very hard with this miss.
546 is a high roll.
Yeah, but if you kill that guy now, it would be brilliant because that would be 1 against 4 and it would be doable.
Yeah,
but now he's
especially from the cap.
guys.
From the cap, he could possibly do it.
Yeah, but they're gonna just flank you from all the sides in the same moment.
Interesting. Perhaps. Ooh, another miss here, and I think this is the moment where Ding is going to push in with pretty much everybody. There we go. Alien coming in. Hooknik trying to flank Milosh here. The misses coming out as well, though. Finally, he gets Hooknik, but Kuriz and Breakneck are there as well. They're not going to play it out slow. They're going to finish it off. 4-2 here. Still, match point for Oops, but that round was interesting. From surrounded by mouses to flanked by mouses to killed by mouses.
Cornered by mouses. That's like the best thing we could see today. How
Meritorious.
that happens?
What are you doing, my friend? What are you doing? Like, honestly, you saw how much HP he lost there? Like,
these
2K.
two games by Mary were criminal.
Terrible.
There is nothing else to say. Either he has some internet problems or he's completely distracted. I don't understand it, but falling with the mouse down
Dude, he
and
had
then
so
just
much
driving
he
in a
died
straight
even
line
at one
and
point.
losing all the HP, that's really horrible.
He died even at one point. I mean, he had like... He
was
like,
the person with most HP in the game at that
he lost
moment.
like 1.6 or more HP there. It's just insane. And luckily enough, Insane and Dekal tried to push there. And Alien Positive and Kuritz and such were able to close them down. But look at the damage here. Mojo, I find these little things funny. You know, the fact that Silence has the same damage as Milosh if you replace the 8 and the 3.
The funny thing is that Silence is not always the regular player, but in the last couple of battles with these heavy tanks, he's actually doing really well. He's doing the damage on the mouse tank all the time well. So this is something that suits his playstyle, while we see some of the other players that are more valued that don't.
Well, Mojo, Silence also blocked 3.3k HP. Thank you for my lovely observer for pointing that one out. 3.3k HP blocked by Silence in his mouse.
That's brutal. That's just brutal.
That's very well. We don't always see very good angling here coming out from the mouse. I think a lot of these players still have to learn the strengths and the weaknesses from the tank, because let's just be real with it, it hasn't been a tank that has been played very much.
Most of them probably didn't touch it in ages.
Exactly, that's the thing. And it is a niche tank. You need to know how to angle very well and such.
But again, Oops in this last game looked a lot of out of sync.
Yeah.
There was really a lot of bad movement. Okay, they lost Algo because they did a bad rotation. Yes, they did damage on break, but they lost Algo there. You could see he's caught off without real cover. Then they did a push to kill Shokish around the corner with 50 Bs, which was okay. That was a good choice, and they had to pay a price in the HP. That's normal. But after that, should we leave the cap? What are we doing? Are we crossing here? Are we not? They were like moving up and down and waiting for a mouse to come around the corner and kill Maylan, who was like in his 50B drive rocking his tank left and right, uncertain what to do. There was no cohesion and real decision making in those moments. And that's what actually broke them the game. Because if you look at the end of the game, DiNG ended up with 5 guys on one shot.
Yep.
4 maybe at end. It could be even lower than that if Miloš actually connected all the shots.
Well, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting indeed. But you know what's going to be interesting? The lineups for Steps, Mojo.
If I see a mouse here, that's going to be a...
Who?
Wow, no mouse.
Lucky, no mouses.
Well, DiNG playing attack with I7. This is as old school as it gets. I7 with the Binos and Rue to spot. And Oops playing with Kranwagen in 113. But there is no RT now to dig out that Kranwagen.
Yeah, no RT for the side of DiNG. So it's going to be a question how they approach that one, Mojo. We have seen that I7 with Binos is an option here from time to time. Perhaps they might go for that as well. Want to see how Oops set up. Perhaps they might even try to make a trap here against the boys from DiNG, because they might be expecting that Eastern play to come out. We see it happen. Not very often successful, but we did make that video about that I7 with Binos. It might work out. Let's see if it does. Can Oops close it out, or is DiNG going to take it to tiebreaker? It happens here on Steps.
Steps, the most open map in the league. The attacking team appears near the rocks at the bottom of the map, and the defending team starts at the top. Bases are located near the railway and on the green. The best way to control them is to use the lowland near the second base. The attacking team usually begins the attack from the rocks and the railway, but sometimes they can attack through the green. Teams often drag vehicles from flank to flank, so both teams usually pick light vehicles with a good camouflage rating, but sometimes use tanks with a strong turret and even SPGs.
Well, here we go. DiNG versus Oops. It's 4-2 still in favor of Oops. Match point. DiNG desperately want to bring this to tiebreaker, and they need to pick up this round and the next one, and they are going for that Eastern play, Mojo.
Well, let's see what's going to happen here. Will Algo climb from the first? It does look like he does. There will be no fail there. That's very important because they will need him up.
He does the quick one as well.
So he can be a pain in their butt, as usually Kuritz is for the enemy teams.
Well, look how aggressive Kuritsa is going against RU251 straight across the field, trying to spot it out. Can he get it? Or he spots out Melan, Breakneck, Positive, and Hookneck. Quick to follow Algo. He's spotted out. He's down already. The crossfire from Ding coming out. What a brilliant start for them. Annihilating Algo. Kuritsa, yes, is taking damage in return from Melan, but he's alive, and that's the only thing that matters.
This is a huge loss here for Oops now. They will have no spot. They will have no alternative cap. I mean, D-cap. They will now have to position all their forces and just YOLO straight for a D-cap. That's going to cost them a lot of HP.
It's exactly what it's going to have to be, Mojo. Alien's going to be the first line of defense here from Ding to hold this cap. They spot out everybody. They know where they are. They know 3 tanks are in the middle road. Meritorious and Hooknick are going to try and hold them off. There needs to be a reset here, though. 12 seconds left. There needs to be somebody from Oops speaking over and getting the shot. Just 9 seconds left available here. Alien's on the run as well. He knows the boys from Oops need to come in here. Deka needs to reset. 3 seconds left. He needs to come over. Melan's going to be the one. Kuritsa leaves the cap, actually, to make sure he survives. And look at the damage Melan takes. He goes down. Milosh now coming in as well, but Ding should be able to hold this off, as Breakneck probably going to go down here, and Deka, he's getting wrecked as well.
This is a lot of HP paid here by Oops. Look at the bars. This is just going well for Ding. It's at the moment 2000 HP. Yes, they lost Breakneck and Kuritsa, but there is many players from Oops that are on lower HP, and the cap is still pressured. Everyone is more or less on reload, and there is still a cap pressure on. Meritori is playing something more suitable for him this time. I7.
He's going to have issues flipping that one on his side. But Ding started off great here. They've taken down Melan, they've taken down Algo, they've lost Breakneck and Kuritsa in return, but the HP lead is with them, and they still have the cap under their control. There's nobody on that 0 line, which is a crucial position we always see used by the defending team to try and hold this off. And Oops is not going to be feeling comfortable in this situation.
Insane is the only guy here left with HP. Oh man, if they had that light now, this game would not even look even same. Oh, but Positive, after losing a commander, now losing almost all HP he has.
Well, Silence actually wants to fire with Positive here with Kamil. I don't think they expected Shockers from the side. He peeks up, he gets connected. Meritorious is taking the damage in the meantime. I think that's from Milosh in the Kranwagen even. But Silence, he's getting wrecked by 2 players. They need Meritorious to come in now, because I think Milosh is on reload. Positive peeks up, finishes off Silence. Kamil on the run with just 1 shot. Positive's going to peek up and try and finish him off. Kamil is now on reload. Can Shockers get the shot before Kamil gets around the corner? Yes, he can! And now Ding, yes, the HP is even, but they still have an overmatch situation here. Alien trying to finish off Deka. He doesn't get it yet, though.
What?
Alien, he might go down here.
Okay, Insane finally took him out because it looked to me like he missed the last shot. But Ding still has 4 tanks from the situation that lost 100% loss. Oops is still in the game, and they're putting such a fight. Man, why didn't they push such fights against every team they play this season?
Well, Insane takes down Hooknick, and this fight has completely swung into the favor of Ding here. It's Meritorious, Shockish, and Positive, and Insane has still so much HP in his batshot. Meritorious needs to take down Milosh here in the Kranwagen. He has to do it. Milosh has 496 HP. Meritorious bounces. Milosh is going to come over now. Does he still have ammunition available? Yes, he does. He puts Meritorious on towards the 1-shot. And I think Oops Mojo, they've just about done it. There's 3 1-shots from Ding, and Oops, they should have it.
They should have it. Insane has all the HP in this game, and everyone is 1-shot for him. This is absolutely brilliant and unexpected when you can see. I mean, it's still not done because they have a lot of guns, but they have that commander on Positive, that driver on Meritorious, and Shockish is just on low HP. Let's see is Baguette actually able to do this.
This is the moment to shine for Insane. It's a 1v3 situation. All 3 players against him are 1-shot. He has 5 shots in the chamber. Meritorious will be his first contestant, most likely. They have no clue where he is. Insane. He's spotted, though. He's going to take a connection here from Meritorious. Yes, he does. 449. This puts it into 3-shot range now, Mojo. He's 3-shotable.
This is a problem now for him because he's not taking the targets down, and they are very well protected. His HP is now only 600, and he's on 1-shot. Oh, that's gonna be a tilt.
What a play from Positive. Even on 1-shot, making the risky plays.
Without commander.
Without commander, making it work, and he picks him up as well. And Ding, woo, 4-3. They hold on, but that
unbelievable.
was
unbelievable.
Wow, what a risky play from Positive, but what a play to make. I mean, he hasn't had those shining moments, but this was one of them.
He
Peaking
had
like that,
no choice.
Peaking like that 3 times and killing Insane.
He had no choice, and he managed to do it. That was brave, but it was well done and needed. Because if any of them fell, Insane would have all the room he wants to rotate and do whatever he wants and kill them one by one. Also, that connection by Mary was super important.
Yeah,
because he lowered the HP of Insane, and Insane was not really in a position to trade anymore.
I think that just put Insane within the 3-shot range. I think
900 HP.
Yep, so that's great there. Positive coming out here. Top damage. Miloš and Deja almost turning the fight for their team, especially Miloš in that Kranwagen, but Deja surviving very long as well. Irian pushed over, tried to kill him, threw away his entire tank for that.
It was a great game by these guys. I mean, comeback from something like that, from cap going on so fast, is super hard. The decap came in the last second, in the last possible second.
Yep, that's pretty insane there. But Ding, Shokish, Koric. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Algo couldn't do much about it. He tried to go safe, but I think Miloš and Deja are really crucial factors here in that round. Deja surviving was very important. Ilian not getting the finish on Deja either was also super important. The fact that Miloš could play hold on in the Kranwagen almost saved it for them. And now, Mojo, we got a match, 4-3. One more round, and it's going to be Ding defending.
It's the problem is that Oops might be tilted now after this game.
They might be.
I really hope they can overcome something like that, because they have. I mean, they already won 1 point. Okay, so they already won 1 point.
I don't know if they're going to be looking at it like that, Mojo.
Yeah, because they had a 4-1 situation and everything, but you need to delete all that from the memory in this moment.
I don't think they are capable of doing that. I honestly don't think they are capable. Only thing they will remember is 4-1. That's the only thing.
Let's not jinx them anymore. There is a chance for them to take this round. There is a chance.
We have to find out, Mojo. There's a substitution here for the side of Oops.
Let's see who will that be when the time comes. But I really hope these guys can actually make it through, because I honestly believe they deserve it. They played really well this match.
Well, Mojo, it's the lineups for Ding's defense. Oops with the RT coming out. M4043 IS7 backed off by 5 more Batrats. Ding on the defense going with double 113.
They're playing a much more aggressive lineup than Oops with this, because Kranwagen is kind of slower tank, cooldown tank, and you know how it will be used. 113s, on the other hand, you can do all kinds of stuff with that. That's the trademark from Ding from the last season.
Well, we'll have to see. They had a very high win ratio last season, 100% pretty much throughout the season. On steps, on the defense, it's 4-2-3 here in favor of Oops. And who are you going to give it to?
I believe Oops can actually do it.
Don't pay attention to the score in the top. It's 4-3 in favor of Oops still. Ding on the defense. Oops on the attack, Mojo. And where are we going to go? Where is Oops going to go? What do you think?
With this RT, we've seen multiple times the teams usually go to the left side of the battlefield. But M40, I liked how it was used by GoHard last time. So I was hoping for something like that maybe happen, because you get a whole another angles by them. But of course, they need to be very careful, because Ding can put 113s and Batrats in straight attack on them.
Mojo, substitution I was talking about.
Yeah, Insane is missing here. Probably not very happy about how the last game went. Or God forbid something happened to his internet. But Koric climbing up. We've seen him do this match after match and after match. And since he was not rushed like Algo, there was nothing for Oops to do about it. But they still have an RT, and they can dig him out if they choose so.
RT shots comes out towards Shokish, does not connect that one. Shokish will be safe. Only could take some track damage. Deja took the E1 position though, and it's going to be on Miloš. Most likely he in that IS7 will have to make the plays against Shokish. Shokish lines up the shot against Miloš. Can he get the connection? The first one, yes he can. 443 on towards that IS7. And any damage they've done in the beginning is going to be very, very, very important here.
Oh, Miloš is taking another piece of damage here, but there is no return damage coming in for Shokish. Now, we know that usually I7 he has an advantage over 113 because he can see his lower plate in some moments, while 113 cannot really pen him. But Ding is already answering, and they are sending tanks closer. Let's see.
Close, but no cigar for Silence as he tries to connect on towards Meritorious. Does not get the connection on Miloš. Forced to fight here against Shokish. Tries to hit the cupola. Shokish baiting that one out. Milos does not get connection. Shokish trying to make the peak here. Milos needs to be careful, but this is super crucial. Positive took the elevator position.
And Milos already took another piece of damage here. This is not going well for Oops, and we might actually see this going in tiebreaker. There is already 3,000 damage advantage here for DiNG. And there is rotation from them coming in.
Milan getting double tracked in the open in the backside. They try to make the flank, but it's not going to work out as Milan in the backside gets tracked and Hell get taken down by Breakneck. And DiNG suspected this. He lost one shot's positive to win. The backside in the top position. It's not over just yet, but they've lost Milos as well. And I think that will seal the deal as DiNG have double the HP almost here over Oops. And DiNG, they've done it. It's going to be tiebreaker, Mojo.
It's gonna be a comeback of a DiNG. This is something you said about. Even this lucky shot by RT was not enough to bring them in a game because the damage is done everywhere by the DiNG players.
DiNG's now pushing forwards as well. They're pushing up Meritorious. Greeds takes some damage by Algo, but it doesn't matter much as Camille and Dezon, both with their commanders, are on low HP. Algo now being pushed back, being clipped out. Takes 1,000 damage on the way. Dezon trying to do damage as Shokish gets Camille from that middle position. RT, well, that was not RT, that was Greeds trying to hit there on towards, but now Meritorious Shokish pushing towards Dezon. They've cleaned him up. 3 tags left standing here for Oops and Mojo. It's going to be a tiebreaker. What a match this has been so far.
It's been a dramatic match, something like an initial match they played against DiNG already, but then they managed to beat them in a tiebreaker eventually. So let's see, will they be able to do it again, because, well, this is far, far lost.
Well, Silence might do one monstrous hit here. 0 seconds left on reload. There we go. He's reloaded. He shoots. He misses. And Shokish cleans it up. And that was a comfortable hold there from DiNG. Making it 4-4 now between both these teams. And who won the quickest attack, Mojo?
The push of the mouse is in attacks. The last game when it was played on steps by DiNG.
Yeah, that is by far the quickest one. So what's the tiebreaker map?
Ghost Town.
DiNG will pick.
Yeah, on Ghost Town? Attack, maybe.
I think they'll still pick defense.
You think so?
Always pick defense. Time works in your favor.
Yeah, time works in your favor, but on Ghost Town, unlike on most of the other maps, you can actually dominate what you want to do. Okay, in this case, when they played with 4 mouses, they dominated what they want to do because they just drove forward. But it doesn't leave them many options if actually Oops decides to play something similarly heavy. What will they do then? How will they push them back?
Well, Mojo, before we get to that, let's take a look at the damage done during this round, and we will see there Shokish probably very high up. There he is in the 1-1-3. He lands one connection, 1,800.
Oh, that's just dirty. That's a comeback too positive for the last game. Somebody had to pay for all that fun.
Somebody had to pay for all that fun, indeed.
Look at it, 6 guys of DiNG on the front page. And only the RT with that one-shot connection, they're among them.
So, DiNG has
Algo, number 7. Haven't noticed him.
DiNG has fastest attack win. They picked the side and Ghost Town. We were right, Mojo. I wonder if... I don't know, I still think they'll pick defense because time will be in their favor. I mean, Mayland, I think DiNG really read the rotation there from Oops because remember when Oops played steps before? They drove across that D line to try and cut off their opponents.
Yes.
They did that. I think it was Go Hard even they did it against, yes. They cut off by going across the D line and DiNG was waiting there with 3 tanks.
But here, they just really... I don't know, in this game it didn't even look like Oops was present. They were just coming to the positions, but they were not doing anything really about it. Not really. They were just going
Milos
forward.
took a lot of damage on the way as well. And we have confirmation, Mojo. DiNG attack on Ghost Town. Secondary question. Will they let Meritorious play a mouse? Will Meritorious flip himself? Where is Meritorious going to go?
Maybe they will draw him a map. See, Mary? Walls. No boundaries. You can fall. Okay? Da.
Can you repeat? I didn't understand it.
It's a hard lesson, man. Red line on the map, don't cross. There is many of them on Ghost Town, actually, around the center.
Red lines?
A lot of places we can fall.
Ask Applewell, he knows.
he knows on a couple of maps.
Yeah.
That he would be an expert, but Mary is trying to do the work. Well, still, I mean, the biggest problem for them is actually not will he flip or not. It's how will he play mouse, because so far he didn't do the great job. He didn't do a great job on positioning on mouse. While when he didn't flip in the next game, he kind of pushed over the open field that's between the buildings, and he got shot from several sides, and then he tried to move back full speed, mouse speed.
How did he even flip himself on that ghost down?
We are going to see that on a demo. Maybe even do something about it.
Unbelievable.
It's gonna be an interesting video.
I'm just thinking. I think we're gonna see a lot of mouses, Mojo. I'd say at least 6 of them.
Maybe 7 this game.
Maybe 8.
Okay, that's a lot of maybes. 4-on-4 mouses. Let's go middle. Straight on fight.
That would be 8, 16, 24, 1.6, 25.6 HP.
Yes. Nice, Ducky. Your math is actually improving.
I was never bad at math, okay?
You were running out of the fingers?
It's just been a while, okay, you know?
Yeah, true. Nowadays, you just click everything.
I really wonder what happened to Insane, honestly. Like,
I don't know, man.
I think they really will miss him in this round, like, generally.
I think he should just cool off and play with them. Most honestly. Okay, they lost the round. They had a match. They had 4-1. Okay, past tense,
they lost more than 1 round.
Past tense. Everything is past tense now. Now it's all about 2 or 1 points. 1 point they have. Okay, so that's a safe bet already. Why throw that extra one that they might need? There is a possibility. Not only that, there is a possibility, a moral possibility. Yes, we can bring Ding a second time. It doesn't matter if it's like from 4-1 to tiebreaker to 5-4. Yes, there is always a possibility. They can do it.
Well, Mojo, let's find out if they can, and they're going to need tanks to do so. So let's take a look at the ones they decided to bring in this tiebreaker round on Ghost Town. I said at least 6. It is 6.
It is 6, but Oops did not change anything in this defense. I mean, they have the same lineup as they had, and Ding changed nothing in attack. Well, we will see will the tactics stay the same, because last time it didn't really work out.
What do you think, Mojo? Seeing the lineups now, you think Ding can fail twice in a row?
They have a better lineup for this. In this last game, when they played this, I mean, yes, they did catch the MX prototype, and they managed to clip him, but they lost rather a lot of HP there on the center, maybe even more than they should have. You remember the Shockish didn't bounce the single shell there. Then they lost Meritorious with 3k HP who fell down from the cliff, and that kind of ended the game for sure. If he was alive, God knows what would happen there.
So, you're going with Ding, 5-4?
If Insane is not playing, probably yes.
I'm going to have to second that opinion. It's going to be this, the tiebreaker between Ding and Oops. 4-4. It was 4-1 at one point for Ding, but it's 4-4 now as we're about to head into our tiebreaker here on Ghost Town. With Ding attacking and Oops defending. Yeah, 4-1 for Oops, Mojo, I know.
4-1 for Oops. But indeed,
it's the details.
Potatoes and potatoes.
Pretty much, and so far, similar start here from both these teams, Mojo.
Oof. It's gonna be interesting now because Ding is playing different. And first match they played ended up in 5-4 for Oops. The second one was more or less stomp. We said already 5-2 to Ding. And Oops actually had a chance now to take a lead above them and maybe say, okay, we are not that good in points, but actually we are better than you in some fashion. But if they manage to lose this after 4-1, not much to be said there.
Again, the thing really is not changing much, Mojo, actually.
Yeah, again, Korit solo capping this side. Again. But a much slower approach by the rest of the tanks towards the center this time. Much slower.
Well, Meritorious is on a different angle now, and so is Milosh. He realized that they might be trying to counterplay his position. Korit takes connection there, running away. I think from Deja, even. He goes down a little bit of HP. But now what's the play going to be? The mouses are on the cap now, Mojo. Milosh takes the first connection there, 529. And now, I want to see how this is going to work out. Meritorious is covering the other angle. That perhaps was missing last time.
He was missing definitely the last time. Maybe he was trying to flip, angle his tank and he fell down, but we will never know until we see the demo. Ilian now taking so much damage, seamless shockish like time.
But look at this, Miloš this time cannot peek for free because there is Meritorious in the mouse blocking him off. So they're now just going to play on this corner. Shockish and Ilian, they're side scraping off of each other. Meritorious is holding down Miloš over here. And Noobs, they're going to have to find a different way onto this round because Miloš doing 6k damage is not going to happen twice.
Let's see who will actually prevent Deha now from shooting them in the side, because there is 14,000 to 14k HP, and there is a slight rotation here by some DiNG players.
Hooknik and Breakneck are coming from the bottom side, and Miloš is going to be in trouble here, I think. Ilian, Shockish, and Positive still fighting on the cap. Deha now coming from behind, but Miloš in the 1-on-3. He's in trouble. He's getting shot down to 736. Yes, the dead zone is trading here with Hooknik. Hooknik needs to be careful. Miloš might actually remove him from the game with a decent roll. No! Meritorious gets him just about before he gets around the corner. First tank down from DiNG, from Oops. And DiNG as well as Hooknik goes down, but Algo is paying for that in his bad shot as Breakneck is pushing on towards him. One more shot from Breakneck with a decent roll as well. No, he's gonna need to ram him to kill him. In the meantime, the fight on the cap, it's still going on. The Mouses are holding on much better than last time though, but I think, Oops, if they remove more guns, they could possibly do it.
Algo is still alive, Breakneck is trying to flip him, and Koritz actually picks him up. But the Oops is still staying in the game, but so much HP lost there, and I don't think they will be able to come back from that, because there is a lot of rotation tanks from DiNG alive. They have Koritz, they have Breakneck, Positive and Mary are still alive in Mouses, but there is a lot of guns here for Oops.
Well, Mojo, it's a little bit like last time, but this time Meritorious is not on his side. And that's going to be the difference maker. He's still alive, he's still fighting, and he has 2,753 HP. Positive might lose the fight here against Deha, but not before he's going to do one more shot of damage on towards Camille Eater in that AMX-30. And Koritz actually got Deha from the side, and it's the 4v3 here, but look at the HP. Meritorious and Koritz have so much as Break removes Melan, and it's the beginning of the end here for Oops. As Meritorious comes around the corner, needs one more shot, does not connect it though, but Breakneck should come around and possibly get the kill on towards Silence, and that will be the end here for Oops. Dead zone trading here with Breakneck. Breakneck wants to kill Silence, Mojo, but it has to be DiNG.
In this situation, what could you say more? GG for DiNG. I mean, even if Oops had a lot of guns left, they wouldn't be able to do anything because there are so many corpses of Mouses on the cap. All DiNG needs to do is put one tank next to it and just block with Mary the rest. That's about it. You cannot decap that.
As Meritorious finds Silence, it's just dead zone, it's just Camille Leader left, and they have it all to play for, but it looks like they're going to go down in this round with just 1 point taken in this match. Koritz gets Camille, and it's the dead zone versus 3 as he's looking at the wall. He might do 1 or 2 more shots of damage, but it was DiNG. What a comeback, what a match, a really good one actually, as Breakneck gets the final kill. Will be 5-4 for DiNG, who managed to turn a 4-1 deficit around to a 5-4 win.
Well, we said if someone can do it, they can.
Yep, it had to be them.
But of course, Oops is one of the rare teams that is able to